theater owners are so mad at Disney for doing the Disney Premiere option. So basically, because of the fact that they've released Black Widow on Disney Plus and in theaters at the same time, the theater owners are mad. Why are they mad? Mainly because Black Widow suffered a huge dip in the second week of the theatrical run. So, what does that mean? Basically, what ended up happening was Black Widow came out. I want to say it made like 60 million. No, it made like a good amount of money in theaters, but then it also made money on Disney Plus, right? So in total, I want to say like the opening weekend when you put both numbers together, it made like 80 million. But the problem with that is once people have it, right? Once you pay your $30 or whatever, it's yours. You got it. Ain't no need to go pay for a repeat viewing. In the past, if you liked the movie and you wanted to see it again, you got to pay for that. Now, you don't have to pay again because you own it. So, what that means is whatever is happening in the box office, that revenue is going down. All that repeat value, nah, you ain't getting that. Matter of fact, oh, your friend got it at their house. We gonna go watch it at Johnny or Susie's house or whatever. So the box office is taking a huge hit. And what people don't understand, because here's the thing, and let me kind of put this in perspective, because a lot of times we as consumers, we only look at it from our perspective, right? We look at streaming versus theaters from us, and that because hey, who matters more than us, right? Like we the ones that matter. But the problem is the fact that when it comes to the theater business, it's not just the movie studios that are making money. It's also the writers, the directors, sometimes the actors as well. It's a lot of different moving parts behind box office revenue. This is one of the reasons why early in the pandemic, when HBO was like, you know what, man, we about to drop all our movies on HBO Max, and they got slammed by the industry. Actors didn't like WB no more. Directors was trashing WB. Organizations were like the unions and stuff, the guilds, they were trashing them because it's so many people that make money off of the big box office numbers. But when you go to streaming, it's usually just that little studio. So when Disney Plus goes and makes their little 20, 30 million or whatever, that's just for them. Maybe somebody cut a little backdoor deal, maybe, but 9 times out of 10, they're probably making most of the money for them and their shareholders. So when you leave all these other film creatives out in the cold, they're going to take that some kind of way. They're not going to like it. So it's a lot of moving parts, and it's a huge relationship that happens. This is not like in the music industry where you only have an artist and the music company and that's it. And some people are like, "Oh, well the artist will just put their music on their own and they'll make money." That's not this is not the way that works. This is more so like you have the movie, but it's made by like 4 or 5 different entities and bodies that are all getting paid different: actors, directors, studios, theaters, all of that, versus the studio just saying, nope, we about to just make the money on our own. That's a problem. Now, because of this, so far, at least from what I saw in the reporting or whatever. Oh, hold on, Mambo Jazz. Thank you so much. The opening weekend, Black Widow made 80 million in theaters and 60 on Premiere Access. Thank you so much for that contribution and for the update. The problem with this though is that Disney has already said, I want to say Jungle Cruise is the next movie that's coming on Premiere. I think that might be the last one that they're going to do. So far, at least from what I saw in the reports, there are no plans to continue doing Premiere Access. So I think Disney might have heard the message. Matter of fact, oh, I should have pulled this up too. They heard the message and they were basically like, you know what? We won't do this no more. Hold on. There was actually a story. I want to get this here. Okay, here we go. I want to get this story up here for you guys. Warner Brothers, WB, they're actually going to produce 10 movies at least exclusively for HBO Max. Now, what does this mean? It's possible, like, don't go sitting here thinking like they about to, break the bank and do all these blockbusters. I think what this really means and the trend that we're going towards is the studios tried to play fast and loose with the premiere access stuff. They was like, yo, let's try this model and see how it works. Let's see if people are really going to give up theaters and just watch everything at home. And if you've been following me for a while, you already know I don't believe that that's the case. Because I personally don't believe that the average person has a TV bigger than 40 inches with surround sound and a whole theater set up in their house. I don't think everybody has that. I think most people, at least maybe at this point, might have an HD TV. You know what I'm saying? Got the $5, got the hookup, the Black Friday hookup from Walmart or whatnot. At least you might have that. But even if you have a nice setup at home, even if you do, that doesn't mean you want to stay at home and watch movies all day long either. Maybe if you're a homebody, that's one thing. But I understand that, like, there are people that want to go out, people that want to just have a change of scenery, people that just want to have a different experience. The biggest example I've always given folks when it comes to screening to movies, versus streaming and stuff, going to the theaters and streaming. Every single one of y'all got food at home, right? Every single one of y'all got food at home. Every single one of y'all can call pizza and have it delivered. Y'all can get carry out if you want to. Has anyone stopped going to restaurants? Why do y'all go to restaurants? We pay more money for restaurants, do we not? We go out for events. We go out because we don't feel like cooking. So for me, when it comes to theaters, I'm like, that's the way we treat theaters. We ain't saying like we about to watch every single thing that comes out every single time, but there will be times where you just want to be like, man, I just want to get up out this house. I just need to change the scenery. I want to go on a date. And for the brothers out there that are sitting here talking about like, man, I'd rather pay $5 and just watch it at home with my girl. Okay, let me know how that date keep working out for you when every single date you have is at your crib. Let me know how that works. Netflix and chill is cool, but it can go only for so long. That's all I'm saying. So at some point, you're going to have to mix it up a little bit. And that's why I don't believe theaters are going to die anytime soon. That's just me and my little rant. I'm just saying. All right, let me see. My man Derek Gaines lost money on my AMC stock because of what's going on. You and me both, brother. You and me both. Yeah, but thank you so much, brother. I appreciate your contribution. Let's see. Who else we got here? Hold on. Let me go up. Make sure I ain't missed nobody. Okay. Loki Gator, thank you so much. If the Delta variant COVID gets any worse, streaming is just going to get more popular. Maybe. Here's the thing. When it comes to streaming, and this is just my idea, right? I believe streaming is not going to go away. I don't think that streaming is going to kill theaters either. I think what studios need to get into the mindset of is some movies are better suited for streaming and some movies are better suited for theaters, right? Big blockbuster $200 million movies, put those in the theaters. Why? Because if you put other smaller movies in the theaters, ain't nobody finna go watch them. But guess what? And this is a perfect example I like to give. Remember Bird Box with Sandra Bullock and the blind eyes and all that stuff? That thing made a killing on Netflix, got people all excited, interested, and all that because Netflix promoted the mess out of it. Could Bird Box compete with Avengers Endgame? Do you think anybody would have watched Bird Box if Avengers Endgame was playing at the same time? Absolutely not. So when we see here that HBO wants to make movies exclusively for HBO Max, that's great. Put The Conjuring on there. Put the little horror movies on there. Put the little smaller movies, the Paranormal Activity. I don't know, whatever. But you're not gonna put like Godzilla versus King Kong on there. That's something you want to go see on the big screen. But like those smaller movies, the ones that wouldn't nobody really check out, but if you're bored and you need something to watch, and it's something nice, low budget, but still good, got good actors and stuff, put that on streaming. Let us check it out that way. So I think that streaming is perfect for smaller movies that are still good, wouldn't normally get the attention, maybe not even high budget, and you leave the theaters for the big mamma jamma movies that people are going to want to flock to see. They got name recognition, so on and so forth. But anyway, that's just what I'm thinking. Let me know how y'all feel about theaters versus streaming. Are you a homebody and you just want to stay home and watch movies and you don't want to go nowhere? Hey, if you're single, I think that works great. What else? I think another experience is even with families. If you got a family, yo, times are tough. Okay, Boss Baby 2 done came out. I ain't paying no $100 to go watch that thing with all my kids. I got 3 kids, all of them, and they all hungry too, and they want to eat. Woo-wee, y'all better sit down and eat them Rice Krispie treats or whatever and be happy. No, I will do that at home, but sometimes people gonna be like, yo, I want to go out with my friends. That just happened to my daughter. Literally, my daughter today went to go see Space Jam with her friends. She went to go see Black Widow in the theaters. So did my wife. She wanted to go out with her girlfriends. My daughter wanted to go out with her little girlfriends. I was sitting here like, y'all, I have Black Widow right here. I could play it for y'all right here on streaming for less money. Now we want to go out. This is what I'm saying. People gonna want an experience versus accessibility. And it's gonna be a different situation for everybody. So anyway, that's just my little thing. All right. Let me get to these topics because we still got more stuff. Cat Harlem. I subscribed to Netflix so I could watch Bird Box. I enjoyed it and kept Netflix. See, this is what I'm saying. Like sometimes these are, sometimes because here's the other thing. Streaming platforms are some of the best places to advertise things. If there's a certain movie that's small, low budget, whatever, that you would have never heard of, the second you open up HBO Max, second you open up Netflix, boom, number one thing playing, boom, top rated movie, etc. And they're going to push their own stuff. And what you going to do? You're going to be like, dang, why is this number one? Guess I'll watch it. It happens. And it's good marketing. It's a great way for smaller movies to get big. Let's see. But thank you so much, Kat. Mambo Jazz, back at it. Thank you so much. Let's go. I saw Army of the Dead in theaters, even though I have Netflix. Disney Plus had no choice but to do premiere access because of the pandemic. However, Netflix can benefit from putting originals in theaters. Totally agree. I mean, there was talk, don't quote me on this. I want to say that Netflix did buy some theaters, or at least they were in talks of buying some. But I do think that they are going to go that route. And they have done that. I mean, The Irishman, they put The Irishman in theaters. Now that was more so for awards consideration. But it's been something that they've done before, or at least that they've tried. So, it's definitely there are advantages, but it's a case-by-case thing. Like I said, rule of thumb, blockbusters, theaters, smaller movies, put them on streaming. Everybody's happy. Everybody's going to eat. It'll be fine. But thank you so much, Mambo Jazz. I appreciate you. Let's see. Hold on. We got Kat back at it. Thank you so much. I love the movie theater experience. I was the person who went to the theaters with the assigned seats, spent $25 on food and wine. I'm right there with you. Like, I mean, obviously, right? Because of the nature of my channel. But yeah, I was right there with you 100%. By the way, oh my gosh, we got 350 of y'all in this chat. If y'all don't mind giving this a thumbs up, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. This was just a segment of one of my live chats, and if you're interested in joining in on the next one, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications for more. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.